Ох, нали знаете как в днешни времена всъщност всеки иска да бъде диджей. И в това интервю, което направих с Марка Шулц, между другото, за който не е запознат с Марка Шулц, Марка с много години наред беше в топ 10 най-добри диджеи в света, според DJ Mac. Сега вече е на 44-то място, защото в днешни времена е много трудно да съществуваш в конкуренция с имена като Хардуел, Мартин Гарекс, които тотално са завладяли света. Но това е човек с много опит и има много да каже на тези, които всъщност мечтаят да станат диджей. Интервюто е малко по-дълго от обичайните интервюта, които правим, но повярвайте ми и послушайте ме, ако наистина искате да станете диджей, ако искате да намерите лейбъл и агенция, която да ви подкрепи, то гледайте интервюто много внимателно, защото има много любопитни факти и много така важни неща и насоки, които трябва да поемете, за да бъдете успешни в този бизнес. Аз съм изключително фенка на Марка, с много години подред съм давала всичките си пари, за да пътувам по света и да го гледам. Той многократно е бил и в България, като последното му гостуване мисля, че беше през 2012 година. Така че, да, ето го интервюто, той е от Electronic Family фестивала, на който присъствах миналата седмица в Холандия. Така че много колоритен, много интересен фестивал, прилича така малко на едно голямо поле, цирково поле с едни шатри, всичко е много цветно, много приятно в меката на електронната музика Холандия, разбира се. Така че надявам се да ви хареса, аз ще бъда при вас в Twitch, за да, да чуя вашите насоки, вашето мнение и вашите коментари. Поздрави на всички в Twitch всъщност и всички пред Box TV. Така че ето, enjoy, ще се видим малко по-късно отново. Здравейте, аз съм Ви и се намираме на Electronic Family, където до мен седи един от най-популярните транс-диджеи в света. Това е Марkus Schulz. Hi Markus, it's really nice to see you again.
It's great to be back in Holland. You know, it's one of my favorite places. You know, special connection in Holland. I've said it many times, but I'm super happy to be here.
Yeah, because Holland is like a very proper, old school, very well-trained crowd, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and I've been, you know, it feels like another home. You know, whenever I fly in, when I just look out the window and I start to relax, it's like, okay, this is familiar. Everything feels right. So many familiar faces, especially backstage here, you know, running into everybody again. It's just, yeah, it's a great, comforting place to play.
Nice. You just came from Cyprus. What's that thing with the star and stuff?
With the what?
With the star.
Oh, yeah. So I guess they have a little walk of fame there. It was really cool. I was quite honored. I was surprised. I didn't know that they were doing that. But I'm right next to Snoop Dogg, so it's kind of cool.
Really fitting.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's another thing I can tell my mom about that she'll be proud of.
Oh, nice. And you just did the sunrise set the other day. It's a very special time of the year, right?
Yeah, you know, once a year I like to do, you know, a special set, you know, for the sunrise or sunset. You know, I've always just kind of, you know, music for me is like the soundtrack to my life. There's music going all the time, but I've always been one of those kinds of people who, depending on the different things that I'm going through, I'll, you know, different types of music. And so I've always did this sunrise set, which is specifically for those, you know, after-hour mornings, or even you can listen to it, you know, as the sun is going down after a crazy day out. So we did the sunrise set, which is one of the highest-rated shows of the year on Global DJ broadcast. So, yeah, I'm just, it was labor of love, you know what I mean? It's just, it's amazing to do it. You just feel therapeutic, you know, doing it and then listening back and then seeing all the fans' responses. Yeah. It's really cool.
I remember 2011 when you did the sunrise set and we were in this group chat like online and literally everyone was crying on the little cameras because we had like cameras on. 2011, absolutely life-changing, and it's really, whoever hasn't heard the sunrise sets, they should.
Yeah, I agree.
Cold Harbor Days is coming.
Yeah, Cold Harbor Day is coming up, and it's a nice way to kind of, you know, there's so many, one of the things that I love to do is discover new talent. You know, I have opportunities to go and work with established people, but I've based my career on trying to find new talent and nurture new talent, and there's so much, you know, hidden talent out there. So Cold Harbor Day has always been a day for me when it's like I take all the kind of untapped talent that's out there and, take over the channel. And then we just, I don't know, we just make it an event. It's a family event. It's coming up, and I'm quite proud of it as well.
Is that what Schulz Music Group is all about as well?
Now, you know what? Schulz Music Group, SMG, I don't like to say Schulz Music Group. It's just called SMG. When you have a label, there's only so much that you can do for an artist, because if an artist signs a track to you, it's hard to invest a lot of money into that artist, a lot of time into that artist, because their next track they can take somewhere else and then somewhere else. So it's, for me, I wanted to start SMG to kind of have an opportunity to help more artists, work more directly with them. And so we built up a great roster: Nifra, Fisherman and Hawkins, Mr. Pitt, Adina is a part of SMG, and it's a way to kind of help these artists and guide them through their careers. Like I said, as a label, you can only do so much, because they sign one track to you, and then they can sign another track to another label. So what reason do you have to spend a lot of time on an artist? Because we've done this before, where we've spent all this time and money into an artist to release a song, and the week before a song from that same artist comes out on another label, and it just messed up our entire strategy and plan. So with SMG, it's just a way to kind of work more closely and strategize with an artist, and at the same time, bring a lot of these artists along on all these special gigs.
What's up with Dakota, though?
Dakota, you know what? Dakota is still a project that's still, in me. The thing about it is, music is, as you know, right now, music, it doesn't sell or anything. So I don't release a lot of the Dakota stuff, but I'm making a lot of Dakota-style tracks and playing them in my sets. So if you go to listen, if you download some of my sets, especially the marathon sets, and you see a lot of those IDs, a lot of times those IDs might be one of my tracks, under a Dakota alias. So Dakota is kind of like hiding out, but still very active.
But you haven't released a Dakota album in a very long time.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, I mean, if we put together all the IDs that I played over the last couple of years, there's probably an album's worth of stuff there. However, like I said, I'm just not releasing it just because it's just, it doesn't make sense anymore. It's for the hardcore fans, and the hardcore fans listen to the sets, and they're hearing it. Like I said, it's for me, it's just Dakota has always been a project for fun. And I also found that when I was doing the albums and everything, with the labels involved, it just got too serious. And it was like, gosh, what? This is supposed to be fun. But that's not saying I'm not going to do another Dakota album in the future. I just want to figure out the right time, right way to do it, because I want it to be fun. I got to have that Dakota outlet be for fun.
Another thing that I like about you is that you incorporate a lot of new singers. Because in trance scene, you see it's the same names over and over and over again. And you have massive tracks with Ana Diaz and Delays and Now Destiny is massive.
Yeah.
That's why you are the mystery. There's no way to run from destiny.
Well, that's the thing, it's like I'm so proud of the fact I'm just always looking, and the great story about DeLacy is that I met her in Los Angeles, and we clicked right away. One of the things that I'm doing now, this is like the next step in my career, and that's songwriting. So I went into a studio and, we worked with, made some sessions with some other singers. And then DeLacy walked in, and I just told her, I said, listen, I have this idea. It's based on a true, my true, relationship situation. And I kind of told her the concept, and we just started writing. And then she went in and she started singing the lyrics back to me. And it's like, just to write these lyrics, come up with these lyrics, and then having them sung back to you, it's really cool. And you know, I don't think that working with established artists, you know, that everybody knows, you can have that kind of innocent and kind of, you know, vibe that comes from. Yeah, you know, it's like I've worked, like I said, I've worked with some established people, and it becomes very, you know, a formula. It's like, okay, boom, 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 and that's that. But working with new people, you just see that energy in their eyes, and it's addicting. So, you know, yeah, it's amazing when you find somebody like DeLacy, and you know, and you just kind of, I don't know, start with nothing, and then you see what's happening now.
Nice. And do you have like an artist album coming in? Because I mean, you had Scream 1 and Scream 2 came like very close together. So.
Yeah, well, you know what? For the last year, I've been working, you know, all my free time in the studio. I've written about 40 songs. Now that's not, you know, that's not tracks. That's 40 songs. Like I said, I've been really into songwriting lately. So I have 40 songs, lyrics, verses, you know, all this written. And now I'm in the process of taking those 40 songs and trying to turn them into something that kind of makes sense. I'm hoping that I've got something by the beginning of next year in the form of an artist album. But, you know, I think that Destiny is just the beginning. It's like really the first chapter of a new book in my career that where it's about the songwriting. And like I said, you know, I think I've got a different outlook on things since, you know, I started songwriting. Like back in the day, you know, the label would just send me a top line, and it's almost like you're remixing, you know, from nothing. You got the acapella and great, but when you're writing lyrics from the very beginning, telling a story of, you know, something more personal, it's definitely wow, it's invigorating.
What do we expect from now on?
Well,
Because its competition is so massive right now. It's really difficult to stand out from everyone else.
yeah, but you know what? If you just do your thing and just focus on you and your fans and your circle, and don't worry about all the noise that's happening outside, then that's all that matters. You know, it's everybody's just kind of like doing all these publicity stunts and all this crazy stuff for attention. But at the end of the day, it's what comes out of the speakers that's most important. And if you make what comes out of the speaker, if you are proud of what comes out of those speakers, and you have fans that understand it and embrace it and support it, then all that other stuff is just, it's noise. And I think that's where I'm at. I feel at peace, you know, with where I'm at, and I don't have to, you know, go out and try and do some stupid publicity stunt just to kind of like get attention for, you know, that's not real.
It's been so many years. You've already proved yourself, so.
Yeah, and now I
The hell
think
to that.
I just want to inspire people. You know, I have so much left. I think I'm still just you know, at the beginning of my whole career, and but at the same time, I've also felt I feel very patient. Like, you know, I know that I'm going to be doing be around for another 10, 20 years in the industry, in the scene, doing stuff. So I don't feel like I need to squeeze everything out of the next 3 years. You know, a lot of these artists, they're here for 3 years, 4 years, and then they're gone. So, you know, I don't feel that way at all. I'm going to be around for another 10, 20 years. So I hope you don't get bored.
That's the spirit. Well, thank you very much.
All right.
It's
Thank
really
you.
good to talk to you,
Likewise.
and it's really good to see that you're not giving up on whatever you do, and despite whatever like difficulties there might be, and like all the new artists, you're really pushing forward. So
Yeah, there's no difficulties. It's just fun. This is, you know, this is what the scene has always been about. It's just finding new people, helping them achieve their dreams, and changing the world with our music.
Yeah, go SMG. I really support the SMG artists. So go SMG. Thank you,
guys.
Markus.
Thank
Have
you.
fun.
Okay.